What's up, guys? Welcome back to the farm. Thanks as always for joining us. It is April 14th, a beautiful Monday afternoon. Will you keep it down back there? Monday afternoon, and we're out here with the sheep. We just recently moved these guys to what we're gonna call, I guess, a buy me some time paddock here. So we'll talk about that here today. So we got the rest of the flock coming up here behind me. We got the kiddos over here looking for a campfire stick, so they're telling me. So forgive me, I'm gonna have to be kind of spinning a circle here as we're doing this, but what I wanted to share with you guys today is what I'm kind of calling a buy me some time paddock, part to our pasture here. Last time we shot a video, and yes, it has been a little over a week, so I do apologize. We've actually been working on some house projects, mainly a perimeter fence around our yard. So it's not just farm work around here. The fence is actually meant to keep these guys in, so we'll see how that works out for us. Maybe I'll show you guys that here once it's 100% completed, but we are nearing the finish and I can't wait to be done with that project. I'm definitely tedious at that, although it really hasn't been too bad. So anyway, what are we talking about today? This paddock here, just a small sliver on the opposite side of the Christmas trees here that I have been showing you guys. Really the idea here, we moved the netting to this side. We got it hooked up to our main electric perimeter, which I'm going to check our voltage here. It's always a good practice to do. This was green a couple days ago when we moved them. Obviously you get 13 14 sheep in here and they start grazing away, they're going to trample that down pretty quickly. So again, the idea is just to buy me a little bit of time, mainly 2-3 weeks, and then we'll get them over into our best pasture over on the west side of the farm here. They pretty much have free reign here, as you guys can see down through the valley. I've probably showed this once before. All sorts of undergrowth coming in down in the woods down there, and then up into our orchard on the other side there. Pretty much even with where I'm standing right now, you got a good 30-foot drop down into the ravine here and then back up the other side. So it's actually kind of a cool landscape. Eventually I would like to run some pigs in here, get this cleaned out nicely. That way we kind of have more of that silvopasture type look that we're really shooting for in a lot of our areas. We get all sorts of vines up in here, and Mary actually, believe it or not, has been stuck here a couple nights. She's finally acclimating to the move now. It's been about 3 or 4 nights since I've had to rescue her out. But the first 2 days, I came home and I was having to take my pocket knife out and kind of carve vines out around her to get her free. But fortunately, no injuries or anything like that. To the sheep, look how big these lambs are getting, guys. It's amazing how fast they do grow. The brown one here is probably our smallest. But everyone's progressing very nicely. They are pretty much, we could pull them away from the mothers if we wanted to. There's really no reason to, but they're definitely on to grass now and whatever other forage that they will find. We have this lamb right here side of Brownie, and she by far outsizes the rest of them. I'm not sure what we have going on here, if that was I believe this is one of Mary's lambs, so it might explain it. A little bit of a different breed, but definitely a larger lamb compared to the others. Like I said, this brown one here is our smallest, and then the other 2 white ones are a little bit bigger, but all seem to have a nice frame to this point. They're all growing, they're all happy, so everything going really well with the lambs. And right when I thought that the lambing season was actually over, there is actually a chance. One of our ewes here, a little bit over Mary, kind of tucked in the middle there. I know it's gonna be hard for you guys to see, but there is a chance. She's showing some, I guess you'd say, abnormalities in her belly, looking a little bit larger. So there's a chance, a slight chance, that she was bred later for some reason. I don't know why that would happen that way, but there's a chance that she was bred. So we'll keep an eye on her. If she gets a little bit larger, I'll be able to confirm that. And hey, we'll definitely take another lamb here this spring. It would be much less stressful coming in April or May as compared to January or February. But anyway, guys, just a really quick update here tonight. Just wanted to throw something out that we are still here and we are still doing some work here to put it into perspective on how quickly sheep will change your landscape. They've been in here for a little over a week. Kind of grazed it down, browned it up a little bit, and right next to it you got green grass and the rest of our pasture that's resting up for later on this spring. And real quick, I did want to get a reading on our fence here. Just something to note when you're using electric netting and you're tying into a perimeter like we have here, it's definitely going to draw quite a bit of power. So we were reading about, I don't know, anywhere from 7,000 to 9,500 at times on our fence, which is definitely hot enough to keep your sheep, that's for sure. But the drawdown from the electric netting is definitely going to impact us here. So I'm actually surprised to see that. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but 6,900 volts, that's a pretty good reading as far as your fencing goes. I like to check a couple strands here. That bottom one isn't as hot, obviously, for a lot of reasons. And right there, we're getting a 69 to 7,500. So certainly won't complain about that, but it's just something to be mindful that this electric netting will definitely pull from it. When we first put this on, we were getting about 4,500, which I wouldn't want to go much lower than that to keep your sheep in, especially when you start getting some hairier sheep. They're going to definitely rub against that, and it's not going to phase them. The pigs are a little different. They'll stick their nose right up on that fence and it will blast them back, but the sheep not so much. You know, you don't see them sticking their nose right up to the fence like the pigs would. So just something to note if you're doing that. You know, always be mindful. And like I always say, just make sure you check your fences pretty much regularly. You never know. This time of year, you get some weird weather and you get trees falling all over the place. Last thing you want is a tree down on your line. Either your animals just jump out or it's grounding your fence out completely, because that's going to be bad business, especially when they start grazing this stuff down, looking for fresh grass. They're not dumb. They can see the green grass just like you and I. So yeah, make sure you're keeping your fences hot. So that's it for tonight, guys. Just want to get out here, show you guys what's going on with the sheep. We got a couple weeks left and we will move them, I'd say probably by May here sometime. Move them for May, get them grazing lightly over on the west pasture. I did talk to my neighbor. We're most likely going to be taking some hay off of that pasture again later this spring, probably call it June. But more to come on that. We will keep you guys updated. These guys are hard at work. Let's see if I can get them back on the side-by-side and get home. So thanks for watching, guys. As always, if you like what we're doing, hit that like and subscribe button. Be sure to drop us a comment below and we'll be with you soon. Thanks, guys.